I'll pull up the web browser. Browser is a bit of a mixed bag. One of the problems that the device seems to have in general is scrolling. Just the fact that it has to beep every time it moves down an item seems to make it kind of slow for doing things. And in terms of controls, it's a little odd. We can pull up this menu here, and this is what we get instead of a regular menu. My home page, pages and stuff like this. I really just wanted to enter in a URL, so in order to do that I have to move up to the top, and then we'll put in mobileburn.com here, and this will pull up the mobile formatted version of the website. The thing is, the device is actually capable of doing a lot more in terms of dealing with full HTML sites, but the navigation, the way the D-pad works and scrolling, as I'll show you in a little bit later, just makes it impossible to actually use. You can see what I'm talking about in terms of the beeps and everything being slow to move. If we go to the... And part of the problem here is you can see when I'm moving up and down, I'm really just getting left and right to the next link. It's going through every single link. Works well for some websites, I imagine, but it's a little bit of a problem for ours. Now you can see this is going to take a little bit of time to load up the full site, but you're going to see it's going to come up with a real HTML look, just like a desktop look, admittedly on a very small display though. And you can see we've run out of memory. In spite of the fact that we've run out of memory, the page is still kind of loaded. You can see as I'm trying to scroll up and down, and what's happening is it's just going through the links that are already on the page, even though you can see there's more stuff down there, especially if you switch to the portrait mode. It's a little slow in flipping because it is a pretty large page. You can see it's really formatted properly. We just can't get anywhere, and that's totally a function of the fact that the D-pad scrolls, or doesn't scroll at all. It moves from link to link. Makes it pretty useless for real websites, which is quite unfortunate because it seems to be more powerful than navigation allows it to show. Another nice application on the Rumor2 is the IM client. You can see it supports AIM, MSN, and Yahoo. And one of the nice things is it supports them all at the same time, so you can easily switch from account to account just by moving left and right. You can see we're actually logged into Yahoo, one of the accounts I don't use. But the messaging is pretty decent. It comes up in a normal, IM threaded type view. Let's make up something. Hopefully it won't be real. And now we're sending a message and saying this is a message. And the system supports predictive text, but you can turn that off because if you're using the QWERTY keyboard it really doesn't make any sense. But it's a really nice IM client overall. I mentioned how you had some sort of control over the font sizes, so what we're going to do here is this is just a new message we're putting in here, just so you can see how small the font is. I mean, it's really a tiny and sharp font. Now we're going to go to the main menu and go to the settings and to the display and change font size for the messages, and we're going to make that large, and then you can see that it's indeed much bigger when we go to create a new text message. Still not very large because it's only a 2-inch display, but it's still a significant change over what it was just a second ago. So there you have it. There's our brief look at the new LG Rumor2 for Sprint. Good looking, solidly constructed messaging feature phone. Has a nice keyboard, alphanumeric keypad, so you get the best of both worlds. Very good, solid design. Not much to complain about. It's obviously it's not a smartphone, so it doesn't have the same kind of functionality and flexibility you might find on other devices with similar form factors. But still, for someone looking to do messaging, heavy messaging, IM, email, text messaging, that kind of stuff, this is a really solid device, so it's something to look out for. So there you go. I'm Michael Orrell from mobileburn.com, and this is the LG Rumor2.